After Effects has one of the most powerful text animation engines on the market today. You can have total control of every single character of your text. However, After Effects ships with a ton of super cool presets that you can use and modify to suit your needs, making the task of animating your text very easy. In order to modify these presets, however, we need to learn how they were created, and that's where the animators come in. By the end of this chapter, you will learn how to add these animators, modify and keyframe them so that you can customize your text animation to whatever you need.
Let's talk about text in After Effects. After Effects has a very powerful text animation engine. So, let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and create a new composition, and I'll make it NTSC-DV. This is fine. Duration is fine, everything is good, and I'll click OK. Now I'm going to grab my type tool, which is this one right here. I'll click on it, and then I'll click somewhere here on the comp panel. And I'm just going to type the words After Effects. And all I have left to do now is to double-click this T, which is to the left of the layer name. This selects all of the characters on my layer. And now I can go to the Characters panel, where I can change things like font, font size, style, and color. To change the font, just click here and choose any font you want. To change the color, just click here and choose a different color. Imagine I want this blue. I can also choose a color for the stroke. I just click here and maybe a white for the stroke. And of course, this value here will give me a wider stroke. If I want to get rid of the stroke or the fill, all I have to do is select it to activate it and then click here so that there is no stroke. Or I can choose a stroke. I can choose the fill color to activate it, and now I can click here so that I don't have a fill color. So either way is fine. I'm going to leave the fill color as blue. And I think I'm going to get rid of the stroke. By scrubbing this number here, you can make your fonts larger or smaller. I really like the idea of scrubbing the number rather than typing it, because it gives you a dynamic change in scale. In here you can change the leading, which is of course the distance between the lines. Right now we only have one line, so it doesn't really matter. Kerning, which is the distance between two characters. All I really have to do is place the cursor between two characters and I can change the kerning. I can also change the tracking, which is the distance between all of the characters. So I'll select the whole layer and now just scrub the number to adjust the tracking. More spacing between all of the characters is referred to as loose tracking. I'm going to move this panel to another place so we can see it a little bit better. So I'll click it on the grip and drag it here together with the project panel. I can change things like vertical and horizontal scale, baseline shift for superscript, and the Sumi, and of course the faux bold, faux italic, all caps, etc., etc. This is not unlike any other character generator that you may have or may have worked with. One thing to keep in mind when we are typing this text is that if I were to delete this layer and type another one, this new one is going to keep all the characteristics of the one that I just deleted. So I could write Adobe, and it's going to have that loose tracking, and it's going to have the same font and the same font size.